What is up, lovelies? It's your girl, Britta, and welcome to my first YouTube video. Today's gonna be really exciting because I got something in the mail that I wanted to share with you guys and to try out for the first time, and that is the Blend Bunny plastic palette. Oh my god, I am so excited to use this because look at all those gorgeous shades. That is so stunning. Blend Bunny has the best shimmers that I have ever tried in my life, so I'm excited to create a look with this. As you can tell, it has more neutral colors, so it's kind of out of my realm of makeup when it comes to eye looks because a girl likes to do a fun, colorful look, and this is very neutral, so we're gonna probably do like a dark smoky eye today with this palette. I also picked up a little bundle of their blending brushes, so we're gonna try those out today. Let's get into it. I'm gonna pop on some contacts, get my hair pulled out of my face, and I will be right back. I have a little bit of staining from the last look I did, so don't mind that. I'm going to quickly run you through my complexion routine. If you want a more in-depth video, I will definitely 100% make it. But for right now, I'm just going to show you the products as I use them. So I'm going to start off with my Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Hydrating Primer. Love a girl. I absolutely love the way this primer smells. She smells so delicious. And I love her. I love her so much. And she is very hydrating, and my skin is super dry, especially right now. It's a problem. Please give it a little bit to let my primer kind of settle in before I add foundation or anything on top of it. Oh shit, I need to wet my beauty blender because she's dry. I really want to try the painted sponge because those, ew. Yeah, maybe I will buy the painted sponge because that is gnarly. Okay, I'm gonna wet her and I'll be right back. Okay, so now that my beauty blender is wet and our primer has set, I didn't mean for that to rhyme. I'm just flowing all the time. I'm gonna try this L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow foundation because I've heard a lot of good things about it, and I was like, why not just throw it in a video? So we're gonna try this today and see if it is a yay or a nay. To give my foundations a little shaky shake, I'm just going to... This is the lightest shade that they have, so I am praying to the heavens that this is a shade match because... Is it a shade match? I don't know. Be just like ever slightly too dark. First impressions, I feel like she's more of a medium coverage, but she's doing the job. Not the most full coverage I've ever used, but she is something, and that is something. Probably taken out my septum before doing foundation, but YOLO. Did I just like date myself by saying YOLO? Anyone say YOLO anymore? I can't tell if this foundation looks too yellow on me. Comment down below if you say YOLO because I would want to know if I'm alone on that. Okay, first impressions is it's not terrible. It definitely doesn't cling to my dry patches like some other foundations do. So that is a plus. We'll see how it layers with my other products. Okay, I'm going to be taking the Fenty contour stick and I'm going to just pop her on my cheekbones and my forehead and a little bit down the sides of my nose. I don't like to take my contour all the way up because I feel like on me it just looks really muddy, and that's not the vibe. Also, when you're blending cream contour, always blend upwards That way you get the most snatchness out of your contour, because when you blend downwards, your face will literally look sunk in unless you're going for that look. Blend upwards and it will just make you look more chiseled. Okay, so this is what the contour is looking like right now. Now I'm going to go in with the painted blush. This is in the shade Strawberry Daiquiri. I'm going to use my J15 and I'm just going to tap like 3 times and just go right in with blush. The littlest bit on the tip of the nose. Not too much. Okay, see how the blush just instantly brought back some life to my face? I don't look so dead. I love that. I am missing something. I am missing something. Where are you, Mr. Concealer? I know you're hiding here somewhere. I just have to find you. This is why I lose it so easily. I have like the mini size of the Tarte Ultra Creamy Concealer. I've been loving the absolute shizzles out of this. So I might have to invest in a full size eventually. I love her. It's really good for dry skin because it has that creamy formula and it's Shape Tape. You know it's going to have coverage. She's blending out really nice on top of this foundation. So the final step of like my complexion makeup before I do eyebrows. We're not going to forget about eyebrows. I'm going to use this NARS. I'm going to be using this NARS Light Reflecting Setting Powder in the shade Crystal, which is their transparent setting powder. Yeah, I'm going to take my beauty blender and I'm just going to dip it into the powder. And then I'm going to tap off some of the excess and just lightly press it into my skin. Because we don't want this foundation getting cakey. And oh my god, this feels so good. It feels so soft. I'm just going to take whatever's left in the container, because there's not a bunch, tap it off, and just very lightly and very gently brush on the rest. Voila. And I guess I kind of lied to you saying that was the last step in my complexion routine, because it's not. It was the last step in setting the creams, because I still have to put the blush topper and the highlight on, so sorry about that. Okay, with the opposite end of this J15, I'm going to lightly go into the powder side and just lightly give her a dusting, because she is pigmented. And if you go in a little too heavy-handed, just take your setting powder brush and just kind of blend her out. Now I'm going to be taking the ColourPop Super Shock Highlighter in Stole the Show, and I'm just going to highlight my face because I have never left 2016. Highlighter is still my boo. The relationship I will never break up from. Okay, now we are done with the complexion products. I'm just going to set it all in place with this e.l.f. Power Grip setting spray. Now that powder, setting spray, all that's on, she's not looking half bad, might I say. Let's clean my septum because she's definitely covered in foundation. Now I'm going to fill in my brows off camera. Again, if you want a brow tutorial, I can do one in the future. But for now, just to save time, I'm going to do her off camera. I will be right back. Okay, now eyebrows are done and eyes are prepped and set. I use the Juvia's Place I Prep, I Prime primer for my eyes. I'm recently in love with this primer. It gives super good payoff. Dare I say it's comparable to P. Louise. So, if you're looking for a little dupey option, even though these are about the same price, it's just easier to get a hold of these in the States because P. Louise is over in the UK, and so sometimes shipping takes forever. So if you're needing something in a pinch, go to Ulta, pick up one of these bad boys. Now for the moment most of you have been waiting for, the plastic palette. I think the first thing I'm going to do is take one of the bigger fluffy brushes and go into the shade Nip Tuck, which these shade names are iconic. And I'm just going to start using this as like a transition shade. Now I'm going to take one of those smaller fluffy brushes and I'm going to dip into shade Rumor Has It. It's like a brown with like a slight purple undertone to it, which is interesting. I do love how like precise these brushes are. It's really, really nice. Now I'm going to take one of the short and stubby brushes and I'm going to go into shade Reputation, which is the black shade, and I'm literally just going to focus a little bit in the very outer corner of my eyeball. Now I'm going to go in with the same brush that we used on that maroon shade and just kind of blend together the edges. Now I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the crease, but do like a 3/4 cut crease moment. I'm going to use some micellar water and a Q-tip. I'm going to get the Q-tip wet with micellar. I'm just going to kind of go and cut her out. No pun intended, because this is the plastic palette. Okay, so I cut my crease with a little bit of concealer. I really want to go in with this shade right here. That shimmer just looks unreal. I think what we're going to do is I'm going to use that more towards like the middle, and then I'm going to go in with the shade Plastic, and I'm going to do more of my inner corner with it. Like always, when I work with Blend Bunny shimmers, or just any shimmer in general, I like to use my fingers because I feel like you get the most payoff. I need this on my eye right now. Okay, now I'm going to go in with that Plastic shade. So incredibly stunning, Jesus. Now I'm going to take that maroonish shade and just place it right under my lash line. My camera's dying, so the last thing I'm going to show you before I finish the eye look off camera, I really want to use the shade Shallow in my inner corner. I think that would be such a vibe. So that is what we're going to do. Okay, my camera is literally on its last legs. I'm going to do my eyeliner, pop a lash on, and I will be back with the finished look. This is the final look. Sorry about the crusty, busty, dusty eyelashes. I didn't want to cut new ones. So yeah. So if you see a little sparkle that wasn't there, that's because, again, they're crusty, dusty. But this palette is giving, it is eating, and I love her for it. So thank you for making it to the end of the video. I hope you guys liked the video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, lovelies.